This episode is going to be a little bit different from the usual about talking about like physical media or video games and whatnot. And on this episode, I want to talk about people and family and life in general. Maybe this could give you a little bit of an insight from my endeavors and my own experiences to how maybe your endeavors and your own experiences go in life. Um, America is like the land of end results. Let's say I was to start this episode with that statement. America is the land of end results. What do I mean by that? End results is most times the only way a majority of people will listen to you. You could know A through Z what it takes to make your whole life change from one direction to another, but for a lot of other people around you, they would need to see X, Y. Instead of like, you going through the whole alphabet until you get to X, Y, Z, most people need to see the ending of X, Y, Z before they're gonna want to move with you, with whatever you're doing. Most people shortcomings is because of the fast like buck. What can they see? Like what can okay, which is no job, no regular freaking job, corporate anywhere you really work at. Most jobs, you are getting paid by weekly or bi-weekly. So it's kind of weird when it comes to like let's say people or family around you and like working together, a lot of times they rather get effed over by other formats that they'll keep going through that cycle for years of their life and never figure it out instead of sticking with something and working through it the long way, which is really how you grow in life in careers and anything you want to get into. You got to just keep going on with it, and then over time you could grow in the results that come through those developments. But the fast buck or the other formats is really just like a hamster wheel. So yo, I've experienced that so long in years of my life for myself, as well as I wouldn't be shocked for many others, that you can maybe have learned something new, which is what a part of life is. Let's say it's a family of 4 people, 5 people. Everybody who leaves out the door hopefully could come back with learning something new today. And through that, something new that them 5 people learned, we can all 5 of us apply it to each other and learn more and more and more things, grow and grow and grow. Yo, a lot of the American life is like the opposite of that. It's more about like the more you don't know, and I'm not saying this is America in general. Let's just say around the world. The more you don't know, the more I can take you for granted. That's how the world really is. And the faster, which is kind of interesting, I would feel. I wish a teacher when we were little kids in elementary school and junior high school could teach me that. If you notice in all the modern day music of culture, never trust relationships, don't trust nobody, or it's things maybe we were supposed to learn earlier in school. Not aside from just like friendships, but like to really be taught this, to know how to really engage and move through life. You're not really properly taught this unless you're raised by some different kind of a family. So a lot of people, I feel, especially I'm gonna say more, because it's not that many men now in my family. It's not that many men that was born, and I just feel like for more of the women, they have it's really even an issue with the men too, of selfish behalves. but not understanding the sacrifice it comes. It's a men and women thing, where a lot of people don't understand the sacrifices it might come to how they may help be able to help you. And in reality, for each one of us, we need to develop of being responsible people, where we could be able to help each other. Too many people out here is with you helping me, you helping me, you helping me, and not doing the right things about helping each other. So it doesn't have to even look in that kind of light of energy. A lot of families, when y'all see like a family photo, I'm just guessing this, but I'm telling you from my personal experience. Most of the family photos is most times a link up at one specific part of the family, and they don't genuinely come and link you up for your holidays. They always want y'all to come to their house to make their celebrations, their whatever of their life. Always have like pictures and look good. They will never in your whole lifetime. They'll never come to like. There's tons. I wouldn't be shocked. Tons of people out there like that. So it's unfortunate, but that's people who don't have good sensibility. Cause for my behalf, I'm done with celebrating anybody who don't celebrate me. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy, 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 crazy. Super duper crazy. Super duper crazy, bro. I could not support any negative people that do not shed. I don't even know. It sounds like a sound effects. Like grah, if my I say. But anyway, that made me laugh. That comment made me laugh. All right. That came out of nowhere. Yeah. What the hell that mean? What does that mean? Oh no. Yo, he threw me off. It threw me off. But like family and people. Short term, short buck. What's in the now? God damn. Okay, I got you, oh spooky. Yeah. Yeah, I got the hiccups. Yeah, y'all killing me right there. All right, I got it. I got you now. Yeah, yeah. How most people move in society. Yo, that shit was funny. Yo. Alright, we back. Hopefully, 1 minute. Please. I don't like the hiccups. Um yeah, most people in life they don't listen to you to the end results, man. Years ago. Wait, I think it's still going on because they call it stream farming. That's how a lot of people got popping on SoundCloud and any other streaming form of apps. You just all you needed was like 2 or 3 phones, and not even that, but something like that. Let's say like 2 computers, two and a phone or something, and it would get your streams up into the hundreds, if not thousands. And then to get on those weekly playlists and whatnot, that's how people were getting on the playlist. And the higher consistency that you stream those numbers, the higher up you will be in the playlist. The more people who start clicking likes and engage. If your content is decent too, they would click likes. People will engage with your content, and I would say that I feel like that's how a lot of social media. Not to say in like I believe because none of this is bots right now. maybe when I get a little more better at this, we'll have the bots where it's mad comments. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So but when I was getting certain pages to start getting good engagement, I noticed that people wanted to benefit more from the end results instead of helping me to create like a whole, let's say 5 or 10 pages that could have that same end result. And then we can use the 5 or 10 pages to blast one song at a time. Boom, boom. They didn't. Nobody ever wanted to click on that. No, nobody wanted to click on that. You know, for me, when it comes to my time, and thank you for saying that, blessed you, Spook. How I look at it, and I was explaining to other people, is like when it comes to doing anything you want to do, don't look at it. Oh, it's gonna work in a year. It's gonna work in 6 months. Oh, this is gonna start paying my rent. I just would genuinely appreciate even these you. This one no, pause. Hey. But like just any genuine people to come on this social content to even engage. Respect to that. That is what I'm happy for with engaging on this app. And you know, if it could come into a community into the hundreds or thousands more, salute to all the slimery slats out there. Yo, salute to alls. Basically that we be on positive energy and just learning better things. Not just trying to be entertaining y'all with like how to say like senseless content of conversations. You know, there's a like yo, even for you, Spook, like if you ever want to maybe do a live stream, I can invite you. So hit up my IG, SLRBK. Is that the name? Maybe. Matter of fact, I'll look at your page and I'll send you a comment or whatever if you ever want to do a stream, because that's what I'm just we be on positive shit. Everybody, you can be yourself. That's an important key to me, because that's how you develop how to get better at yourself, especially for people to promote the confidence of you being yourself instead of say like ever being objective to that, which is I think whack. Yeah, I don't need a bunch of yes people around me. That's a big AO. That's another AO. Bunch of yes people. Nah. If each one teach one, straight up. Each one teach one. That's how I look at life. It could be that one sentence, that one experience that you have with a different person out of all the years of your life that could change your whole spectrum of how to move for self. So it's better levels, better growth. You know? One thing I would definitely say to anybody is like, don't waste too much time complaining about predominantly most of your social circle, and stay trying to work on yourself. You know? I would say to an extent, I guess I take accountability to the things in my past that I guess I was uneducated of, that I had to physically experience, unfortunately. But you know, through my endeavors, I see a form of senselessness to to Spook. Yeah, it's just practicing and don't be scared to of mistakes. Fuck that. As long as it's not on a negative path of what you're trying to develop a consistency in. Do it and you learn from the mistakes. It depends on what form of consistency are you trying to develop, and then in that form of consistency, try to source for others that can give you examples of how to develop the best results in that practice you want to create a consistency from. That's what I would maybe say. Try to look at others who are maybe on YouTube. I love social media. There should be somebody in whatever category of thing you're looking for to develop a better way of consistency. Try to find some kind of professional in those realms, and put some hours into developing an understanding for how of the other level that they're on, and work on it yourself piece by piece. Over time, I think you'll start to see something different from what you was usually doing in your past. So, collecting the physical media, which this episode really wasn't about. It had nothing to do with that. But in truth, the first of 2 years, I just kept going at it, looking on different social media platforms, blah, 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 la, la, la. And yeah, over time, I started to develop a consistency. Um, when it comes to buying from GameStop, it's usually just 2 times, maybe to 3 a year. So like it's to like learn from others how I kind of would say for the different kind of concepts. And when I would say about anybody investing, try to invest into something that that you could understand how to gain profit from it in a well off time that is substantial for you to say. So, okay, one day I was talking about this to a person who's like right around my age, and he had a pair of retro Jordans that when you see what is like, whatever is the value of it, he just immediately thought that, oh, that means that whenever I take this, I got the same object, I could take it out, and whenever I wanted to get rid of it, in a week, I could just get that money in my hand. And I'm going to tell you, like, 10 for 10, y'all. If you want the maximum value of an object, you're going to wait a substantial amount of time. When you see a store, any kind of storefront, any business, you want the maximum dollar, you're going to wait more than 2 months and longer. Okay. The only way you could get rid of something in 3 days, a day, a week, under a month, it's about how many people are buying it on a daily basis. So if thousands of people, okay, on eBay, let's say a pair of retro Jordans, if 1,000 people are not buying it a day, you're not selling it in a day. It's simple as that. For any video game, any object you could think of, if 1,000 people are not buying it in a day, you're not selling it in a day. And I might be a little bit wrong about what I'm saying, but to me, I feel I'm right about it on the other half. So what I mean by that is that it needs to be a certain level of people who are interested in water, juice, whatever the heck it is. It is thousands of people buying the object a day. So whatever category of an object that this amount of substantial people are buying a day, and you could get a lower price of a deal or whatever it may be, the stream could come in your path to buy all the waters or the juice from you. So sugar, rice, and everything nice. Something that's a part of your entire life. Vegan food, shockingly, has actually been a part of my entire life. Maybe since 7 years old or 6. Something around there. I would say I've been eating vegan food since a little kid from the Trinidadians. But, a lot of people are more prone to a belief of an end result than to, I saw a video the other day and I was like, they're absolutely correct, but you need land. That, why buy apples from supermarkets or places every other day when you could buy a tree for like $75 to $100? Which shows you that take $500 or $700 or $1,000 and you can have a bunch of different essential plants grown right there that you don't have to worry about chemicals or nothing on it. You just need a plot of land. A plot of land, buy the trees, grow them off very well for a couple damn years, like 2 years or 3 years. But then after that, no pesticides, none of that other stuff. So, one of the hardest things most people I think so. Well, most people from low-income environments, the hardest thing they could do is sacrifice, which through that creates better opportunity for yourself and people around you. Play the game. Don't let the game play you. So, like, unfortunately, but I would definitely say it for your life wise. Look at everybody. Look at when I mean everybody, but yeah, look at everybody trying to play you as a chess piece. For every single person that engages you through your life, always look at it like a chessboard, and how many people are trying to play you for a pawn. Yo, there's people. That's kind of crazy too to say, but like Elon Musk, baby daddy, Jeff Bezos, baby daddy, all these rappers, not to say all of them, but a lot of them, baby daddies, singers, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Baby daddy this, baby, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that word I thought would stay in the hood, and it kind of blew my mind. Like it's actually becoming like it might be a regular word in the dictionary in the future. That's kind of blowing my mind, cause sometimes I just feel like certain things belong like as a part of the past, let's say of language and stuff. What's really good is a line from like DMX, and let's say I might still. So I'm guilty of that. Like I could be with a clique of people, when I be like, dude, you're saying slang from like 20 years ago. What's really good? yo, yo, blame the Boondocks. I forgot where. I think it was Johnny as granddad. He said that line. That was funny, man. That's funny. That's funny. I thought the Boondocks would get a Yo, I don't know what's going on Instagram and social media with all that. You see how they use the slang ninja? That comes from the kind of comes from the Boondocks. It comes from, I forget the animated's name at the one moment, but I call him Two Steak. That's what I know him as. I know him as Two Steak. But that comes from Black Dynamite, the cartoon he put out. And I'm just a little bit drowned out with a lot of with black social media and how they use Boondocks lingo to keep it a buck. I'm a little drowned out by it because his show had like a more deeper meaning to like all the episodes. Even the Black Dynamite cartoon had deeper meaning. It wasn't just a cartoon to yuck yuck yuck. I mean, yeah, it's fire. You can yuck yuck, but he was talking some real stuff. Rappers wearing pearls. The Gangstalicious, fire. Most Def, Gangstalicious, fire. That was fire. Gangstalicious, Thugnificent, fire. But it all had deeper meanings, and as you can see, not to say all is playing out like that, but a lot of the narratives that have been going on for these past 7 to 10 years, he put that out in cartoon episodes from beyond 10 years ago. That this is what the future of like the black community is gonna be doing, and this, that, and it was, yo, the pearls. That was the. If anybody ever seen the Boondocks when it came originally out, I'm not talking about like your mans and them had the DVD. Y'all watching it 10 years after. I'm talking about when it first came out. They had episodes. Those episodes, I obviously was seeing everything they was talking about on it, but I didn't know that was gonna be right now. I mean, well, right now, as you notice, rappers aren't wearing pearls as much. Dude, rappers was wearing pearls just a couple of years ago, and skirts, and purses, and they're still being jacked. Cause I kind of mess with the purse behalf. I'll be honest with you, the fanny pack and the purse is certain little parts of the dressing, I would say, that could be unconventional, whatever. But I think being unconventional, that keeps you like people not really seeing you like that, and that's a good thing. But the Boondocks said a lot. The Boondocks had a lot, man. That was a great show. But yeah, a lot of people are short term, unfortunately. And if an individual could develop to really properly use people, besides the masses that misuse, the masses genuinely do misuse people. And the smartest people, I would tell you, in business is the ones that can verbally. That mean, and like let's say I'm coming to a corporate business to get a job. Take this one out. There are certain people at your job, at that job, who like maybe 80 to 90% properly verbally got that job position, and then there's like another 60 or less that, or 70, the rest of them didn't. They're just like, all the rest of them is like the pawns, and like two or three of them really know the ins and outs of that business. That's why, and then they decide to hire you because they see like you know your you know your stuff. You really know your stuff for this category or that category, and then like, yo, the results is gonna really show in the next months to ba 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 la 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 to the annual quarters, if you can amplify the scenario of the business or not. So yes, people can talk hot ones as well, but at the same time, you can also have a portfolio. Portfolios is also people who sell into the 100,000s on eBay and Amazon and whatnot. That's a portfolio as well. That shows for any small time businesses that might need somebody to really run their business because they don't know how to sell into the 100,000s, but you already been doing that on these multiple apps for years and years, and it's on the apps to show for your portfolio. They pay you because they don't want to deal with that 10 years or 5 years that you put in. So there's a couple old cats in their 70s I'm wild by. They're definitely on the internet mixy selling their stuff. And I'm wild by them that they able to do that, as well as I try to show that to my own family members, and it never clicked in their head. Like some of the people who you might have been around for all these years in whatever category of business, these people already branched out to like more than 10 other places for the past 7 years, while you're still stuck right here in this one spot. So they created 8 places to make that sell of that object, while you are hoping once a week you can make a sell at this one spot. Youch! It's called not keeping up with the Joneses. There's a lot of people in life, bro, who play dumb in conversations just for you to always educate them, even in your own family, your parents. If your parents ever always disagree with you, it's like an old trick since the beginning of time, just to say gaining more information from you. But it's disrespectful to you too. Scooby-Doo, what you gonna do? Right now, through my sacrifice, I'm creating an opportunity for one of my own family members. It's a female, and there's too much in their brain about thinking that, oh, they're on their own. I don't need no help from you. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, mom, I need some help from you. And the only way mom is helping you is through what I chose, what the decisions I made, which is going back to help you. So yes, in your own family, yo, bro, I got idiots in my family. The younger gen is smart. Shout out the younger gen, my nieces and blah blah blah. Here and there, they're kids, so they can make mistakes, but like they're already doing way better things than what I would say the older ones. The older ones is, bro. People should be always wanting to teach you new things to better you, not just hanging around you. Hey, how's your day? Hey, let me scratch your head real quick. How's your day? Nah, I want to make you determined. You want to be like 3, 4, or 5 years old, and let's say you're a boy or whatever. Let's say even I'll give a concept for the girls too. You want to be the Terminator or whatever, and you say yeah, and I don't, and like let's say it'll be a little bit hard. You got to get your muscles up, your weight up. Like I teach you to be what every girl's gonna want to mess with. Like basically nobody growing up through school ain't gonna really F with you, because you'll nuke them with your hands. If you ever heard of Fallout, so you'll live a cool ass life. It's possible. It's very possible. Like Because the most kids could do to you through school or after school is something that could lead to them going to jail, and you'll still be on because at the end of the day you could physically get busy. And then for the girls, you could help mold them into positive directions as well. That could give them smooth rides for their life, which I never really got to have. Um, you know, I grew up dealing with a lot of nonsense, and I feel like I sacrificed a lot for myself. I'm a 40-year-old virgin. Praise Jesus. That's the only raps we listen to right now. Only music, only rock and roll, only hardcore, whatever. Jesus music is Christianity now. That's the trend. If y'all want to know about the music of the future, so we got two people who left because they don't like Christianity. Oh well, oh well. Two people left. They don't like Christianity. Who? Jesus up. Jesus is up. I'm with that positive energy. Jesus raps. Hyper Christian pop. I love that. Oh. I don't need a stick. I don't need a stick. I got a cross. 5110. That's palms. Stop it, yo. Stop it. Stop it. We praise Jesus over here. We praise the Lord. Every day you get to take another breath. Singing songs with Jesus. Singing songs with Jesus. Let me walk with you. Let me walk with you. Stop playing. Bars. I say, what? Like this. I be drilly popping to Jesus music. That's the new trend. I'm telling y'all. Watch out for it. Watch out for your social medias getting blurred. Like if I ever click on music, people music pages, you're gonna get blasted out with Jesus songs. But it's fire. I think it's cool. I think it's very cool. I think it's a great objective. And for anybody who's on that demon time, pray AKs is gonna run you down. We stay Jesus up. We stay prayed up. Talk that demon stuff, we stay prayed, AK'd up. Jesus walks with me. Walk with me, Jesus. Yo. 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 And a bottle of rum. Yeah. Yeah, but that's cool, man. We did like 30 something minutes of poop chat. This is definitely a shit post podcast. If anybody hasn't figured it out by now, everything about me on social media is 1000% shit posting. All right? If I have yet not to say it, like this episode has been brought to you by shit posting. You think you don't like it, but somehow once a day you click a heart or a like on it every day. It's shit posting. Stop playing on the shit posting community. That is your social media. Shit posting is your average human who looks at social media. You're looking at social media right now. I don't care what video you look at. It's a form of shit posting. You wouldn't have YouTube without shit posting. You wouldn't have Instagram without shit posting. So, for anybody who's against shit posting, that is the greatest art form I have ever witnessed in the history of times, bro. It's shit posting saved my life. Shit posting saved my life, bro. Dude, I'm just making. You see, People be coming on social medias with weird ways they think. Let's say, I'm telling y'all right now on this random video. Let's see what's gonna go on with how I shit post, and like let's see how the engagement keeps growing. Cause I'ma stay I'm shit posted forever. Let my page get at 500,000 to 1,000,000 followers. I'm tatting shit post on my body. Let me get a 500,000 to 1,000,000 followers, and I'm talking about even to say years from now. I'm tatting shit post on me. I'm shit post for life. Shit post the number 4 life. I'm in this. I'm in. I'm this deep in shit post for life. This is how deep I am in when I walk through the waters, all the shit post water for life. We locked in, bro. I'm locked in. Old social media friends are gonna find me because I'm gonna stay dedicated to shit posting for life. Old people are gonna find me if I could get this page to keep growing. We'll see. From shit posting. I pledge allegiance to shit posting. That's a fact. Shit posting, bro. Who is this person on my live screen? It's me. It's a me. Yo, bro. Family definitely will fucking waste your time. And you can get more points in your hand with the more money you have. The more money you have in possession, the more pawns you can gain in possession. And it's funny, but I would definitely say you could use for short gains. You can either use for long-term gains or short-term gains. That's how I would say most times in life how most of us experience our engagements. It's either long-term gains, if you're lucky, which more people are opportunists to why you would be developing to have a long-term gain, or short-term gains, which you could be a person just trying to do better in your life or whatever. Anybody who mess with you and like you're struggling in life, bro, that's short-term gains. Like nothing if you're in the engagement of this group of people, whatever, nothing can be growing from it, something better to better people, whatever. That's all short-term gains to a specific person. So, people try to say don't hold on to grudges. I tell you, anytime anybody treats you a certain way and never corrects their wrongs of how they treat you, and I mean like really rectify it, the sooner the better. Fuck them forever. Fuck their life. Fuck everybody around them too. If they're not on a positive path, don't ever submit to it, because like basically a human's words out their mouth. You can bro, people think they have some form of power. It doesn't exist, y'all. To millionaire rappers, they could get, bro, the presidents get cursed at. The presidents get cursed at. Billionaires get cursed at. So everybody could get dissed, embarrassed, whatever. Everyone. A lot of people fail to realize that. I'll definitely say that. A lot of people fail to understand that. I'm desensitized to certain things about let's say somebody like getting a rise out of me on social medias and stuff like that. For the rest of my days, unfortunately, I didn't get to have silver spoon and fucking and flowers and bubble gum. Yeah, I did have some flowers and bubble gum, but Aside from that, I didn't get to have that stuff. If you understand. Yo. Crown Heights. The 80s. Crackheads. Ah! I would tell you the most people out in this life I live as I'm 40 years old now. I'm telling you on 1,000. The person who I would consider really a gangster and a G is a person who still has a sense of humor. And anybody who I think, oh, we bought them guns and we fucking spin the blocks. They could all suck jizz. That's the one that could be. I like the concept of the Joker from the DC comics, but I think a person with a sense of humor but could still keep busy and then they learn through life or whatever and get busy. Salute to you. Salute to the Jokers, and another one's otherwise of trying to act like they gangsters and stuff. You suck jizz. You're not. To me, you're not it. You're not it. Good people are gangsters to me. Not saying nice people. Good people are gangsters to me. Both of us could take humility at the same time. Both of us could be walking into each other's path, and both of us could accept humility and go your damn way. Respect. I think that's gangster. I think that's gangster to me. But it can only be one who loses and one who how do you do it? You wins. One who lives and one who wins. Yo. Girls are more headaches. I would definitely say through 40 years of life. Girls are more headaches than girls that, depending on the environment they come from, I would say to you. Some of them are great human beings upon this earth. They're applicable to society. And then for other ones, which I think is more of the masses, I would consider headaches. Yo, most people don't know shit, y'all. Most people don't know shit. Even people who have money. Most people don't know shit. I'm so annoyed by this individual today. What time is it? Fucking butthead, bro. Anyway. Play the game. Don't let the game play you. That's how I look at every day. Play the game. Don't let the game play you. Play the game, but don't let the game play you. I've been done with most common society, to be honest with you. I would like to just keep getting my weight up, learn how to professionally drive, learn how to professionally shoot, learn how to get a little bit better at to an extent, how to withstand shock and pain. Live and survive. I learned family and people. I learned my lesson. I'm born and raised in a predominant something neighborhood, I would say to y'all. And in that predominant something neighborhood is what I predominant something had relationships with. And then predominant late and predominant something life. I am done with that. For like 6 or 7 years now, I'm done. That's a dub. And most times when I do, whether it's trying to be on a positive behalf or whatever nonsense, like, it's a dub. It's real dub. Big time. Big time. I'm not saying I know. I don't even want to go into that kind of context. But I want to keep it like in how they say hidden context. Yeah, I'm done, bro. That's a dub. Psst. I even see. It's funny because I've warned other people of different ethnicities about that stuff, and I'm not shocked of what happened for their outcomes. I'm not shocked. Opportunist. I've seen it like this is like 7, 8 years, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen from the same blah 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 blah, blah opportunists. Most people. Opportunity, but it's not the right way and the right kinds. Like it's whack, son. Shit. You want to understand people? Watch Ozark, y'all. I think that's a great show. You want to really understand the country and the world and people in general, watch the TV show Ozark. It's levels to this. Watch the TV show Ozark. Even the cartoon Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers explains it. There's movies that show about the 18 and the early 1900s. And you're going to see them same formats. Watch Ozark. Well, you see, Ozark is even more extreme, I would say. I would consider that more extreme. I consider the last Chip and Dale movie that came out and a certain scene towards the beginning of the movie that they was breaking down when they was like in Happy Town. That gave you an example of what I'm talking about, like more of the old world. And how the old world and the underground was of the old world. I think that was a little bit better. Like Ozark is like super extreme. It's super extreme. And basically, yo, people who don't understand the real world, y'all, right now already on the news, a group of people got busted for selling fentanyl out of a children's daycare, and a kid or maybe more passed away. That's not small time business. That's big time business. That's not the only place. That's a front. Probably meat markets. Yeah, whatever you let's say there's like 10 stores in your neighborhood of whatever state you go to in America. One of those could be a front. All right, one of those places might sell stinky cheese. I love that Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger remake. That is a banger. I'm gonna start calling illegal stuff stinky cheese. That is beautiful. I think it smells as it rolls off right. Got some stinky cheese. And cops. Just want some stinky cheese. The stinky cheese, bro. That's a banger. That's a banger, man. I'm cool. I gotta tell somebody that, like, for now on, yo, I don't want, stinky cheese, man. Stinky cheese, please. A serving of some stinky cheese. Hell yes. Stinky cheese, man. I love Chip and Dale's. That was a good one. That was a good one. They need to come out with a strand called Stinky Cheese. 2 servings, please. 2 servings, definitely, of some stinky cheese, please. That would be lovely. Just thinking of it, delightful. So, yo, it's real. The city is looking like that last Joker movie. I can only imagine other places, other states in America. Tom and Jerry, Cat and Mouse, Bing and Bong. It's like a 200-year-old thing. I think it's still running too. The case of Bing and Bong. That is how that. If you wanted to understand what America is in a nutshell, take the word Bing and the word Bong. There you go. That's how they survived all these years. Yo, I'm a human that can make myself laugh. I don't need. Not really, not really, not really. I think I developed that from my parents as well. I'm into old school humor, and I think that develops from genuinely making yourself laugh as well. So I love the '50s and the '40s and the Three Stooges and Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes and blah 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 blah. And anyway, I'm happy to have transitioned what I was talking about just a second ago. I don't want to keep talking about that all day long. Through like billions and billions of perfect reasons and justifications of examples to why people are just short term. They're just short term to their a lot of goals and investments that they make in life. And real investments is 5 to 10 years and better. If you want to be serious about making investments for yourself, 5, 10 years and better. Um, Stacking up, sacrificing yourself as well as the others around you to develop understanding of sacrifice so you could make those different steps of gains. Or you just keep doing the which I was a part of my life, the same cycle of working bullshit jobs. And never understanding money and how it could do a lot of things for you instead of just running on a weekly bi-weekly hamster wheel. You know, if I was to pull the boxes over, I just said like 4 days ago, $600, an hour of my time. I spent $180. I got 800 and some odd dollars in value of objects, and it was only an hour of my time. And so, how many? One of the hot, like, let's say on common grounds of the highest paid, and I'm not talking about common grounds highest paid, like people who make 200,000-300,000. I'm talking about people who make like around $500 and down a day. You're working 8 hours. I really think plumbers, yo, if this could teach out anything, when it comes to people who work in jobs, bro, you can't work less than an hour and charge you like $300. Maybe fixing my circuit, my like some electronic circuit board. But when it comes to like a plumber come to your house and they just like maybe shove some shit down the toilet and fix it and say, hey, that's $300, that's highway robbery. The most it should be like is 50 to $100. And I've seen that in real life happen. I have seen that in real life happen. I think that's messed up. But and depending on the distance you travel, let's say. But I think $300 is extreme. Yeah, the more money you get in your hands, you gotta cheat. And I'm not talking about no stocks. If you want to invest into a stock, check this out. If you want to invest into stock, invest into that COVID shot. Is 2-3 brands. Find out which one you think is really, really, really the best one, and invest into that, because I think that future is still gonna go forward. It's still gonna go forward, grow, whatever, whatever. And if it does grow, that's a lot more money. That's a lot more money. And I really mean what I'm saying is a factual. I followed the stock before it went all down. And when I mean went down, I mean really went all the way up. It went from like 20 something bucks to like 400 and some odd bucks. So most of society wants to hold each other back so you can celebrate only their success. That's how I look at predominant society of people. All want to hold each other back. We want you to celebrate their success. If I become successful, I would like to have fun celebrating you as well as we can just have fun together. I don't even need you to celebrate me. You might only have half a decade to a whole decade left. I'll be 50 farting years old. I'll be a 50-year-old virgin. In 1 decade. I gotta get my life together. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do for this time in my life so far. And I know exactly what certain people are doing, trying to do to me, which ain't gonna work. I'm really trying to sue some black people for discrimination. I'm trying to prove the theory that a lot of black people practice discrimination practices in a lot of different offices. And you might be thinking it's the white man that's stopping you from getting a job or about to fire you, and no, it's actually a black person. And right now, I'm in a program that is moving real shady and weird right now. And it's like a government program. Who knows? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I think and the episode is called is it discrimination? Are you practicing discrimination? I would not, yo, bro. It kind of might sound weird to y'all, but I'm telling y'all. Let's say like whoever was the first people to move to this land and colonize it, they were the original predecessors of discrimination. I'm telling you that other people are practicing modern day discrimination. So it's like, let's say your whole life could be a smooth path and you get jobs and you grow and blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you, people are practicing discrimination on you in school, at the work environments, in a lot of environments, and you don't even realize it. At times you could be in a relationship with a person who's practicing discrimination to you, and they're just using you for a pawn. I know a black woman who's married, has a kid with a Hispanic person. She stopped having relationships more than a decade ago, if not longer, with black people. Really, maybe 20 years ago, if not longer. She stopped. She's a black woman, black American, whatever. And the relationships that she had with Hispanic people, I feel like she just takes them for granted. I feel straight up. That's the only reason you didn't want to date the community like you're from, because these communities are nice and it's easier to get over on them. Pay attention to that, y'all. To dating people outside, really is in general in all communities, to be honest with you, too. Of people who just in general will take you for granted. You just got to know how to not be taken for granted. But you could want to be taken for granted more dating outside of your community. I'll say that again. You could be taken for granted more engaging with people outside of your community and dating people outside of your community. You could be taken for granted more in your life. So, I say to y'all, learn from other people's mistakes and their experiences as much as possible, and apply it to when you engage with being amongst people in your time, because you're gonna most people just, society repeats itself over. Is no society really, I mean, like, I don't know how much we evolved in certain ways, but society really repeats itself, y'all. Like, seriously, really repeats itself. And to me, I feel like I'm kind of a hypocrite, maybe, to say, where if you notice that society repeats itself, it shouldn't be maybe an issue for me to know how to engage through it. So I don't know. I I kind of shut off from society in certain ways because I just feel like it's a lack of substance. If that's one thing I might say about society today, or how I even look at people in the city, unless you maybe could engage with decent people, which a lot of people aren't decent people. Um, it's just lack of real. It's not really, people aren't real like that out here. It's really a lot of just BS talk that has no direction. Because if you're talking about direction, we're hearing what's going on bi-yearly that's growing into a result instead of something bi-yearly that ain't going into a result. So it's the day when, for each individual themselves, realize they don't want to be like everyone else. That's the first time you come into reality about maybe trying to work on change for yourself. You know, I don't. The only kind of in crowd I want to be in is the information crowd. Which, if you notice, is that up and down the street where you live? If there is streets in America that is the information crowd, or in New York City, where is it? Where is the information crowd? Out of this hour and change, I just realized I've been talking. That's the first question I can ask you about. That's the only crowd I want to be around for my life, or right now, or anything. Where is the information crowd at? What's really going on? How to really go about shit. That's the crowd. That's information crowds are progressive crowds. I will say that again. Information crowds, groups of people who really gain good information, are progressive crowds. And lack of information crowds are non-progressive crowds. Straight up. Easy. If you want to look at most of society, most people, or whatever, crowds that could gain good information that can help you get ahead of the line, that's progression. Crowds that just talk about BS and nothing to gain from that, you're on a hamster wheel going nowhere. So stuck on Jupiter, spinning. Straight up. Yeah, that's the game. And then the more ahead you are of information, the more you can grab of that opportunity. Something I would definitely say I gained in a little bit of here and there so far in my life. I gained a little bit maybe to say, but it's somewhere out there, I believe, and unfortunately, a lot of the crowds is the opposite of that. 1 to 100 is possible. To go from 0 to 500 people is possible, y'all. I did it years ago. I went through stuff through all these years. I'm still going through stuff now. But I'm stronger in this stage than I was than at that time, I would say, in the past. Cause I didn't have enough understanding of myself. Well, really, I'm just delegating an expression of self, but it's more of I didn't have enough understanding of people around me and how full of shit they are and how nasty they are. And, you know, one day you could maybe be next to a woman or a man that could maybe be, any woman or man next to you should be helping you, each other to progress each year, bro. Period. And if it's not, you're in some kind of a weird scenario. That is a lot more of the relationships of the earth. And for the ones that help each other progress, power couples, I would consider that. But the ones that only one person is like progressing or benefiting out of that, that's no good. That is no good at all. Yo. I've seen it countless times, y'all. Countless times. People not admitting to wasting each other's time. I kind of dealt with that today, right now, with my own family member, and something that's like a little bit of form of a responsibility, and they could have gave me like a heads up so they don't waste my time, and I could do what else I need to do for myself, so they don't waste your time. That is like a crucial thing I noticed a lot of people do. A lot of people, and they're kind of dumb. They're kind of dumb by it. Dude, it's unfortunately, but like, for a lot of men and women, you have to know how to say no. You have to, like, yo, like, let's say you want to help somebody. Well, do you know what the word responsibility means? Yes. You want help without any responsibility? That's what a lot of people are in life. Help without any responsibility behind it. Well, responsibility could just be reciprocation, proper reciprocation, which a lot of times people won't even receive that. This is going back to the beginning of the episode right now. Just proper reciprocation. You won't even get that. But you'll have, I'm telling you, hundreds of years. This would be if you come from a family that's not like educated, sensible, physical with their hands people. This is the only other thing they know how to do. That's the only other thing they know how to do. Is have their hands out. And I think anybody in any country or whatever the heck you at a certain stage in your life, you should wanna do and have for your own. You know? It's the game. It's the pizza bagels. That's the leave a like and leave a follow. Like and follow. Follow and like. Follow and like. Don't just look at me and hope that I was gonna, oh no, the phone is about to fall. Wow. Fuck out of here, bro. Spare a like, please. Can you spare me some likes? Yes, please, sir. Please, sir. You got some quids and likes, please. It's the little button the thumbs up button, please, sir. Cheese. And spare some water. Yo. If you're young or old or young, all you gotta do is sacrifice 5 years of your life and you should wind up getting your shit together. It's as simple as that. For 5 years, don't hang out with stupid people. Really don't be hanging out in general and just straight up get your life together. I've been spending money for 3 or 4 years now. And I still got my money. I still got it. So I figured out something so far for myself. And this is a 3 to 4 year yo, you know what's funny? I just said that earlier too. About how most people don't know how to invest in society and whatnot or whatever. I just said that a second ago too, and I'm a prime example of that. What I've been making my investments into is 3 to 4 years now. And if I wanted to make money from the first year, I could have. I just kind of had another vision and put it away and chill out. Like with the Collecting Physical Media, what the page is about. Collecting Physical Media. Yeah, been collecting physical media straight up for like a couple years now, going into 4. Put them away for half a decade, whatever, and bust those jimmies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Simple as that. You hold it down for a half a decade, a whole decade. So like, I keep saying this to people too. If you're whatever age you're at and you got kids that's 5 years old, you need to buy sealed video games right now. Don't just buy junk. Like, I was actually talking about something and I had to even cut myself off just to say to y'all, don't just buy junk games. Learn about Metroidvanias, horror games, shmups, beat 'em ups. They're coming out with tons of that stuff. Try to look up something that's like more really unique from common stuff, RPGs, and buy them sealed and put them away. If you got some kids that's like, you got a kid just born right now, or your kid is under 5 or whatever, yeah. By the time 15 to 20, you got some. And if you bought a good amount, buy like 50 of them if you can. 50 or 30. You could have a 30. You can maybe have 30K or more. To be honest with you, because in the next decade to 15 is 15 years old. The Switch will be 15 years of the past. It's all. The Mario first print is over $1,000 for the Nintendo Switch. So what you think is gonna be in 10 to 15 years? You think it's gonna be $500, $1,000 still? No, it's not. No, sir. No, it's not. So yeah, you could have a good layaway for their young adulthood. If you're a struggling person in life, maybe, or not even, you could just have extra money. You know, I don't know too much about stocks. The only thing I could tell you I know about stocks is when COVID went down. Okay, if anything ever happens again, y'all, that's similar to like this world disaster of COVID, you gotta invest into an object that somehow, you know, I don't know why I thunk of this, but maybe I was right. That the world is just, a lot of people are gonna use it. And look up that company, and if it's cheap, you better put that little bit of bread right now. You're gonna have something to be able to pull out from, if it go right. So the world is filled with pimps and hoes. Yo, I don't like that song. But we'll just talk about those I know. That's a funny song. The world is filled with pimps and hoes. So it's one person that is getting the gains and one person and other people being taken for granted. You stupid. I don't even want that in life, bro. What's up? What's up? Make Out Hill. Shout out to Make Out Hill. Stephen Fry. Mr. Spooky. Exotic Demon. God damn. That was funny. Yo, that was funny. The God damn. That was a good one. That was a good one. I was saying right there, boy. That was my good right there, boy. God damn. Yo. Look, man. It's human, baby. It's human. It's human. So if I make the right investments, physical media wise, I'm gonna be playing my PlayStation 1 from a big projector. Playing my mod PS1 games. You know what I mean? Yo. What's up, world? What's going on a Sunday night? What is going on a Sunday night, world? Tell me what's up. Speak to me, my friends. This is your substance abuse counselor here to help you. What do you have an abuse issue with? Are you addicted to hentai? Do you be watching too much horse apples? Do you be watching too much horse apples there? Content. You want content? In the future, you will be renting for the rest of your life. Straight up. We out of here, yo. Peace out.